I really enjoyed the presentation with you have doing some experiment by yourself, and I think that is very good for you to do right, because this is a very good example which you writing the code by yourself. Also, for some code we will prepare in the previous classes. So you have, I think you have done that, and also at that time you can find some data to explore by yourself or that. So next time maybe we can introduce some data source with a different kind of data source, especially for there's just as we previously mentioned about the NASA data for the RUL, and also we got the iris data you have mentioned about, and also we got the several projects regarding to the iris, and that's good. Also, we got the chip about the wave beam map, and this is you have you see that wave beam map research. Yeah, I think you can find it. Also, you can find some data if you Google for the data challenge, and I can find it for you like right now because it's quite easy to find it. And oh, thank you. Here is Google. Oh. Did challenge and maybe. Yeah, so you can see, find it for full screen. Yes, and for there are a lot of data challenges, especially for the first is PHM. PHM, I think some of you are doing this like this one. Also, the Mu Plus. This is the top conference, and its value is same as the top journals. So this one is interesting as well. So also there got a lot of challenge with open data, and you can find if you are interested about the like the traffic, and we got our own data as well about the ETC. You got it, ETCs. ETC. Electronical. When you are in the high-speed rail, high-speed 高速公路 high-speed high-speed railway. Yes, when you are in the high-speed railway, they got a lot of checkpoint, and with your tag, it's about your tag, and we can see what the data we can expect at that time. The first is the period average speed. Like they got a lot of checkpoints, right? And this is the railway with the north or east way lines. Let's go to the north spring, and we got there's a lot of gaps in the highway, right? And as that highway, you have your car is here. This is your car, and you have the tag here. In the past, the ticket was checked by human, but now it's more electronics, and you got a license as well. You know the e-tag from the highway? Don't know it? Have you go to the highway? Like the yeah? Haven't. You should try. Exciting. Yeah, you can go, right? You can go.
Not with just a scooter. You can go on that.
You're a scooter. Okay. No, yes.
No, with the car you can.
Oh, your license is for my motorbike.
Yeah.
I thought it's for. But the test is similar for the test, right? But the road test is different. That's all. So you can take this time because you need to have the exam for the pass, and you got the road tax, and you use the road tax after that if you find a car license, and the exam is I think it's the same. I'm not sure because it's for a long time. So okay, so when you use the tag and you can find the average speed in this area, right? And also you can count how many cars in different time and the sequence. Got my point? So that is the some and one kind of open data we got. So after you learn some of skill already, you learn what's the data type. Also, you can find the open data to do some research, especially for the recently, because now it's the end of 2024, the last month. How do you think you enjoy this year? You have a good time in this year? Yes. Yes, right? Yeah. I hope you enjoy that, and we are playing. It will be a better year for next. So that is for the challenge data, and after that, you using the methodology. And the K-means is a very typical methodology as we are mentioned about it, because this is to find the unsupervised data. What means unsupervised? Anyone can describe what is supervised, what is unsupervised? Do you know what's the difference with supervised and unsupervised?
Means there is no one to supervise and to check.
Yes. Good. Now, so that's the difference with supervised and unsupervised. Actually, usually we got the x and y to x to predict the y. This is supervised or unsupervised? This is supervised because we got the y. We have the target to mention about. So this is our target to doing so. And for x to predict x, this is unsupervised because we are curious about special for like the customer, because for customer sometimes we just want to know where can we find our customer. We need to know the profile about customer, so we should do more effort to find what's the difference. Just like the social change is quite huge here, especially for these years. In the past, about the marketing research, we are more focused on who can pay more at that time. But recently, we are more care about what's the lifestyle of all the human being. About we are not care about all the customer, because why? customer is the expectation about who will buy your product, but for all the human beings, they got a lot of potential customer. In recently, especially for the product or the service is quite cultural and like the lifestyle changed. That means for some product, you are not focused on this area. Maybe if you transform, you can change a lot about the industry. Just like robot taxi. How do you think the technology of a robot taxi? You think the robot taxi is a new technology? Do you agree with that? Actually, no. It's just hiding the speed control, hiding everything. It's just it's the only the difference with you cannot control the speed and you cannot control the direction at that time. But the others is just the electronic car. This is what the Tesla have done before. Yes, that's all. The change about the robot taxi is the business model. Why? Do you know why? The change of the robot taxi is a business model. He proposed a new business model for that. He want to change the difference between our user. He want to change the lifestyle about the user because in the past we use the riding. Like we have a car, we just use it when we need it. That means when we need to come to somewhere else, we need a car, right? But if we don't want to get out, don't want to get anywhere, should we need that car? No. So he planned a new style about when you don't want to need any cars, and you stay at home, your car will going outside become a taxi. That is the big change about the lifestyle because the first is your car can earn money for you. Yes, your car is one part of it's not your debit. It's more like the investment for you. That means you buy a car, and this car will create some value for you. This is the change about robotics. So, what's the deal? How can we find it? This is because the better understanding about the user, or more than user, just like everyone is one your potential customer. What you need to do is better understand them and to let them buy your products. That's all. So this is one important thing to find better understand about the customer. So the study is by segmenting customer based on their age and annual income and some data to find the customer relationship. That is important for you to find the customer group. Yes, and then this will make change about various segmentations. That is the new purpose of Bulot. But the data is just the, for example, for you, all of us, if we want to do unsupervised analysis, we need to get the data as much as we can. And recently, it's easy to get the data, actually. And do you like online shopping? Do you like online shopping? Raise your hand. Online shopping. Why you want to online shopping? Yes, very good. So you just spend few times and got what you need, and with as much information you got. That's good. The same as we change the point of view about the like the seller, like different stores, who they care about. The first is they also want to get more customer information at the same time. So what they reckon is about how many time you spend on this page. Yes, that means how long you stay. And for some of you, maybe if you check, I will consider for that. I will go back for a while and then go back again. They do analysis about how long the customer stay in this page, and haven't buy it yet. That's okay. But next time when you go back, you got the huge a high probability to buy it actually. So when you like booking like airplane for air tickets, they got the cookies to mark how long you have spent in this website, and for this trip, what's the information, what's the time, where departure, where arrive, and then what's the next time when they find that you come back next time, the price will be increased, because they think the price is no need to make it cheaper to attract you, because you are willing to buy it even though it's more expensive a little bit, you will accept that. So don't forget to remove the cookies next time when you book the air tickets. Got my point? So that's important, because actually we do some of our like company, they're doing this. They're doing the user checking, user behavior analysis. So they are willing to find how you do it, and what's the customer will doing for lot. So that will become a very critical problem. Is Kevin is very good actually. It's a very easy to image and explain algorithm for that. There are only two things K-means are need to care about in the beginning. The first is what I'm asking for. K. How do you define the K? Because if you define too many Ks, that means this research is cannot provide so many information for you. But if you identify few Ks, too few, that will not you will not get easily to get an insight from that, because you cannot identify what's the key means. That's the key group for you. So that is challengeable for K. We need to identify what's the K. So next time we are mentioning about K as well. So K will become a very critical issue if we will focus on. And the second part is about the means. Means is another question, another challenge for this methodology as well, because not all of the things can describe by means for the distance. Just like salary. All the time we got the statistics from the salary, average salary of what kind of area, right? And we'll think about if they're a rich man and if they're students, what's the average about their salary? Still high, right? Because a rich man like Kuo-Yi, he is quite rich, right? If he joined our class, we got the so many high average salary in the world, right? Because he's one part of us, and we got a very high salary for that. So that means the challenge about the means. Got my point? So for the statistics, you will see there how what's the average salary about the world, what's the average salary about the area, and that's not doesn't means anything because the means is very easy to get a bias because if you got a one outlier in this part, yes, that's a very interesting part, and rest of the part about chemistry is very good, I think, because it's easy to describe and easy to find it. Last time I have mentioned about as well for actually you can easy to find how to deal with the problem about K. This is the distance. The distance about the average difference about the group actually in the beginning is quite as the K we'll think about it. As the K increase, that means if you got the more group, the average distance will be increased or decrease. Increase or decrease. This increase. Think about it. If the K increase, the total distance about the all object is bigger or smaller? Why? And that's the correct answer. Because how we calculate the distance about the K-means, we got a lot of group, we got a lot of data, and if we K think about is 1, you need to find the distance between them. The distance, average distance is quite huge, right? But if you the same, you find the 2 dots here, then the distance will become smaller. Got my point? Yes. So this the distance will usually decrease or not. If we got the data from this, how many K we should identify? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, how many K you identify is better in this case? And maybe you can compare with the K and yes. It's the same idea to define the K. How can we do that? Jerry, you try it. How many K we identify in this case? Yeah, and what? No. You want to try? Just one? No. How can we do that? We still have 4 minutes. Let's finish. If we try, the 1 is incorrect. The 5 is incorrect as well. But 5 is quite close. Quite close. Because why? Why? Because this is not kind of the training. This is not our training curve. This is not, even though not ROC curve. It's different. For this is the most of we care about in the machine learning mechanism, everything we care about is to find the parameter. Parameter setting is the most important thing. This week you're doing a homework, right? You care about how to find the best practice about results. You're crazy about that. Because this is most important thing. You need to try, you need to find, you need to optimize what's the parameter is the best. That's quite challengeable in machine learning. If you deal with this problem, then you will get a very good result. So think about it. How can we do this? First, I teach you. First, you link this line. Okay? Then you feel better. You feel what's the ideal case better. Can you have feeling for that? Have you hear about one term is a guardian? Guardian. What means guardian? That means you find the most straight way. That will become your critical term. So, in this picture, which is the most straight way? Yes. 3 or 4? Yeah. So you got the point. 3, you can identify both is fine, but it depends on what kind of level you care about. So that means 3 or 4 is your idea. And then next part is you can try these 2 and to find which one is your ideal way. That will solve the k-means problem. Got my point? Yeah. I hope you enjoy that. And also, I think that's good. We got 2 minutes to say about that. Okay. The first is about the code. That's good. And then you can identify as much as your X. That will be better for you to identify how is your key terms, and also you can find what's the difference, what's the relationship with this everything. So the first is what I mentioned about the value of k is quite important. The second is we need to find the customer about how is the terms, and then we finally to have the value for that. So that means it's easy for you to find this one. And then if you got more data, that will be variable when you using this figure to describe it. That will better for you to have a good result. Any questions? Okay, so far so good, and see you next time, and thank you for your participation. Thank you.